We start with a big update in the King Soopers shooting case. The case against the suspect accused of killing 10 people can finally go to trial. The state found the suspect is now competent. The suspect has been in custody since March of 2021. Police say he killed 10 people inside the King Soopers on Table Mesa in Boulder. A trial has been on hold because psychologists found the suspect was incompetent to stand trial. Doctors say that he could not understand the charges. The Colorado Department of Human Services now says he does not have a mental or developmental disability that keeps him from understanding the case against him. The district attorney's office has asked to schedule a preliminary hearing as soon as possible. We also have more details about a fatal shooting involving Aurora police that happened overnight. Officers saw two people get into a fight near Colfax and Havana and say that they saw a man pull out a gun. This happened around 2:30 this morning. When officers responded, according to the police chief, they started yelling commands at that man, but the man did not comply, and that's when one of the officers opened fire. Officers responded because they were watching city mesh cameras to watch that intersection, and the chief explained why they were doing that.
If you know anything about this area, this is a pretty high activity area. We've got a lot of complaints about drug dealing, drug use, theft in this area right here. And so these officers had some additional free time this morning, and our patrol officers are actually doing proactive policing by monitoring the MASH cam.
The man who was shot died at the hospital. That was around 3 this morning. One other person was taken into custody. No officers are hurt. Investigators are now combing through body camera and surveillance video as well. Turning our attention to the weather, we are just waiting for a little bit of a cool down, but today is not the day for that. Taking a live look out over Spear Boulevard as we are making our ways into another day in the 90s. This is another live look out over Denver. There's also an air quality alert until 4 o'clock today. We're joined by Lauren Robinson right now. Lauren, I feel like we're inching closer to a cool down, but not quite there yet.
And that's exactly right. We have another hot day in store for today, but as we make our way closer to the weekend, specifically Friday, we could see those highs maxing out in the upper 70s with a lot of rain and storms pushing in as well. In the meantime, we're pretty dry and hot today. We do have a little bit of cloud cover pushing in with this live look over downtown Denver. 88 degrees at the airport, dew points down to 47 degrees, so pretty dry air out there. Winds coming in from the east-southeast at just 6 miles per hour. As we monitor our HD Doppler radar, you can see all of this moisture south of Colorado, bringing in a little bit of cloud cover to the high country and western slope. These are the areas that could see some showers and storms later this afternoon into this evening, but most of the Front Range and eastern plains likely to stay pretty dry. And with that warm and dry air, we do have air quality alerts in effect until 4 o'clock today. This is going to be the urban corridor where we have those high levels of ozone, something we're used to this time of year. But again, if you're someone with respiratory sensitivities, you might want to limit your time outside. So as we move through the 7-day forecast, we're going to see more hot weather today, scattered mountain showers and storms. We will see wetter, cooler weather for the weekend, though. I'll have all of those details for you just ahead in my full 7-day forecast.
So much for that. Parker police continue to look for the suspect they say stole from a Walmart and then hit and killed someone in a crosswalk. And today we're getting our first look at him. Police believe this man robbed a Walmart on Parker Road, and when officers tried to pull him over, he ended up speeding away. There's dash cam video of that chase. Police say after officers gave up on the pursuit, the man then ran a red light and hit a man in the crosswalk. That man died. The driver was in a 2005 white Chevy Monte Carlo. If you know anything about the man, please call Parker Police. The fires in Maui have killed at least 115 people and destroyed countless homes and businesses. Today, the next phase of search is underway. Instead of looking through exterior buildings and single-family homes, crews are now working through the wreckage of apartment complexes and condos, along with nursing homes and schools. Really big areas in which crews have had to work with multiple levels. Any remains they find have to be tested carefully in order to get a DNA match. We're also learning more about the economic toll caused by these fires in Maui. Moody's is estimating the losses could range between $4 and $6 billion. Insurance should cover about 75% of the property loss. Maui's recovery will be long and expensive, though. Analysts say construction costs about 44% more on the island compared to the mainland. Tomorrow, former President Trump is expected to turn himself in to authorities in Georgia. Today, NBC News learned that he is planning to travel to Fulton County tomorrow afternoon. Before surrendering himself at the Fulton County Jail tomorrow night, Trump, along with 18 others, were named in a multi-count indictment, which was then handed up from the grand jury following the district attorney's probe into his alleged efforts to overturn the 2020 election results in that state. Trump has denied all of those charges. Trump's legal team already agreed to a $200,000 bond with certain conditions, including limits on social media posts about the case. It is still unclear if Trump will have a mugshot in this case or not. Former Trump advisor Rudy Giuliani is now in Georgia, expected to surrender sometime today. We don't know when that's going to be, though. This morning, before he left New York, he talked to the media about the case and the investigation.
This will be proven to be, like all the rest, a complete hoax and a lie. One of the worst, actually. I don't know if you can compare situations where you destroy First Amendment rights, Fifth Amendment rights. This could be the worst because of all the people that it brings in. I'm going to Fulton County to comply with the law, which I always do. I don't know if I plead today, but if I do, I plead not guilty. And I get photographed. Isn't that nice? A mugshot for the man who probably put the worst criminals of the 20th century in jail.
Also, Jenna Ellis turned herself in yesterday in Georgia. The former deputy district attorney in Weld County is facing 2 charges. Ellis was also a Trump campaign attorney. Her bond was set at $100,000. The bond contains the same conditions that have been imposed on most of the other defendants. Ellis allegedly planned the hearings in front of Georgia lawmakers, at which time Trump allies were pushing fraud claims. The indictment alleges those are a part of the conspiracy to change the election's outcome. We're also getting our first look at John Eastman's mugshot after he turned himself in yesterday in Georgia. Eastman faces a racketeering charge and 8 other counts in Fulton County. He also has a $100,000 bond. Eastman is accused of devising and promoting a plan for former Vice President Mike Pence to overturn the presidential race elections. Tonight is the first GOP presidential debate of this election cycle. 8 Republican candidates will be in Milwaukee. The front runner, former President Donald Trump, will not be there, saying everyone already knows who he is. Today, Trump posted a previously recorded interview with ex-Fox host Tucker Carlson that will be running tonight. The interview will be airing on X, formerly known as Twitter. The debate starts tonight at 7 o'clock.